Hi, Carlson. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Very good. And it's so nice, I loved the movie because I was rooting for the both of them. And I'm sure a lot of people tell you in times like that, where we have so many bad news, it's so nice to have a movie, which relieves you. You can laugh and you can dream. And you are the director. Very well done. A great cast you have.
Great
And
cat.
you Great cast. And you shot mainly in London, right?
Yes, yes, we mainly in London and Leeds up in the north.
And how was your London experience?
We were shooting mostly on the streets of London for some of those exteriors, which was like chaos. But it was really fun. It was an amazing experience. I loved working in England.
And also diving into this art world, I sometimes thought of Hollywood, like people are, hello, they're very nice outside, but they're kind of bitchy then also. And then they have an attitude often. And, they don't make your life easier necessarily. How did you dive into the art world to understand it, or did you know it before?
I didn't know it as well as I did coming out of the film. I've always had interest in the art world, been drawn to it. And certainly that helped me kind of have an entry point into the script generally. But during prep, I went to, a lot of the auction houses like Sotheby's and Christie's and in London and kind of just soaked up the energy there and saw how they laid out their collections, went into, the back rooms and went into the basements where they store the art and just kind of observed and saw how they kind of maneuvered around the workspace and tried to catch the vibe there. Watched a lot of different auctions on YouTube and just really kind of tried to ingratiate myself with that world and because we, upgraded is it's about turning it on its head, kind of making it a bit silly. And so, yeah, it was a good time.
And did you also go to vernissages, to openings of, like exhibitions and things
Yeah,
like that?
didn't go to any openings, but I went to a lot of galleries,
Okay.
and I live in Los Angeles. And so, and my sister-in-law is actually an artist. And so I,
Um,
I like get to go to some openings with her sometimes.
oh, nice. So you know the whole vibe, how it's everybody's standing with a glass of champagne,
Yes. And everyone
looking very interested
totally, everybody
on
looked really interesting and just like, yeah. Oh, yes.
on an all yellow wall, and you think, what does the painter want to tell me with that? I have that offense when I go, I know exactly what you mean. And then you have such a good cast. How much did you have a saying of your cast? When it came to casting, how much did your voice count?
Well, for this one, Camila was always our Anna, and I was really excited about that. I mean, she's such a tremendous talent. And then, Archie is just kind of was like the no-brainer. We just thought they had so much chemistry together, so he was
Mhm.
kind of next up. And then from there, I really had quite a lot of say in pretty much everyone else from there. And we just were able to assemble such an eclectic group of people and actors, and everybody had a different,
Yes.
like everyone's from a different country. And so on set, film sets are chaotic in general, but everyone was speaking with a different dialect and just like all of these different things. And I was just like, oh, deep breath. What is everybody saying? I can't even understand anyone. It was really fun.
So you learned a lot also. What was the biggest take out for you to grow as a director? I mean, you're an actress also and writer, but as a director, is
Mhm.
there a word for female director? Directress? No.
Director is fine. Yeah. I mean,
As a director, what was the best take?
yeah. I mean, I learned so much. I mean, I just feel like every film that you do is just you're just kind of gaining all of these new tools and experiences. For me, this one was communication. As I said, there was working in a different country, working with actors who are from all different parts of the world. Everybody is bringing their own pieces of themselves and their experiences and their takes on this character and the material. And I think directing is about listening, and sometimes that can be hard to do when when you're immersed in the chaos of a film set. So I learned how to like stay quiet and observe even
Mm.
when there are crazy things going on around me. Yeah.
That's good, you see. But
Mhm.
what you said is so true. They had such a good chemistry,
I
Camilla and Archie, that I Googled afterwards, are there a couple in real life, because I thought,
love that.
and and it's true. I mean, they're not, but I Googled it because they just worked
Absolutely.
well. Yeah.
That
When
was
was your first trip? When did you have your first stamp in the passport as in your American passport?
well, I guess it was when I came over during prep. Oh, do you mean like ever travel
Yes, in your life.
in my
Do you remember?
life?
Yes.
Um, I guess I feel like it was probably when I was like in second grade. I went to the Cayman Islands with a girlfriend's family, and that was really cool. My first time out of the
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, because we never think of very often Americans, they don't need to use the passport because the country is free. And when I saw the movie, I thought, oh, that's right. Not everybody travels all the time,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
No.
And did you ever get upgraded in a plane?
Um, I feel like I have at some point in my life, but not recently. Not recently. I really maybe this movie like brings me some upgraded energy in the old airport, but we'll see.
I'm sure it will. And very last question, Carlson, as you are also an actress, and as a director, how much do you have both hats on? How easy is it for you to think into the actors' fears and anxiety maybe they might have on set?
Yeah, well, I think that because I am an actor, came up as an actor, I think I have a good understanding of what you need as an actor to feel comfortable enough to go to those really vulnerable places. As acting is vulnerable. It really is. And so I think as a director, what I hope to bring to my actors that I'm working with is a level of safety and trust. And if I can establish that for them, then I think that they can thrive. And I think that that applies to the crew and everybody that I work with. And then the best part of directing is getting into the edit and seeing the sort of magic that was created inside of that safety.
Yeah, yeah. And they will thank you. I think for actors, it's so important that they feel understood, from the director. And a lot of directors, they use the actors for their visions, but they can't feel that. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have that feeling.
Yes, absolutely. No, I'm really sensitive. So I intuitively understand my actors,
Mhm.
at least I think I do. Um but then I think trust. It's about trusting your actors. And
Yes.
because I am an actor, I trust my
Mhm.
actors. And I think that
Yeah.
that's a strength. Yeah.